I'm Ellen. Welcome to SkyART's Virtual Studios. Today we are going to make a sketchbook out of one sheet of paper. And I'm going to be using a large sheet of paper, like this. And my other tools for today are going to be a pair of scissors and a craft stick and a spoon. And what I want to show you is that this is from a single sheet. This is an 8-page sketchbook. So this is page 1, the cover, 2 and 3, 4 and 5, 6 and 7, and 8. And ultimately, it doesn't have to stop at 8, but you can reverse it to become 16 pages, and I can show you that later. So let's get started. So here I have 3 different sheets of paper. I could use a square, I could use rectangular, it doesn't really matter. Different weights of paper as well. So I'm going to start with the largest piece of paper. This is a piece of drawing paper. It has a bit of a heavy weight, if you can hear it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it this way, which facing me, this is known as portrait. And so it is kind of vertical. And when I do the folds for this sketchbook, I always fold away from myself. I find that I have more control of the paper. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to first bring the edge that's close to me, and I'm going to line it up with the edge that's away from me, and I'm going to match up the corners. And a trick here is to take one hand and hold it flat where the edges meet up so that they won't move while you're doing the fold, and to take the other hand back, slide it back just to the middle and then to the sides. That gives you a good crease, but you need that crease to be really tight. So what I like to use is just the spoon, both sides, to get it really tight. And the reason you want it tight is because when it comes time to fold over, it'll be a lot easier for you. So now I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to turn it to what we know as landscape. And I'm going to do the same type of fold, going once again close to me. So now I have 4 rectangles. I'm going to open it up and I'm going to turn it once again to the portrait. And now what I'm going to do is I have a crease in the middle here, and I'm going to bring the edge that's closest to me, and I'm going to fold it halfway right to that crease in the middle, lining it up. And now I'm going to turn it the opposite way, still keeping it in portrait, and I'm once again going to take the edges that are closest to me and fold them to the middle crease again. So now I have 8 rectangles. And I'm going to put it now into the landscape mode. And what I need to do is I want to make what looks like a tent now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, because right now it's just open this way. I'm going to take this middle crease and I'm going to fold it the opposite way, like this. There we go, nice and tight. This time I'm using my fingers there so that it looks just like this. I'm going to leave it there for a second so you can see the tent. Or you could say it looks like a W. And I'm going to turn it this way now. And right here, get in the shadow here, there is a crease on both sides. I'm going to put these together, and I'm going to make one cut from the top right to the bottom here. I don't want to cut the whole thing. I don't want to put this together, but that's why I keep it kind of sitting on the table. So here I go. I'm going to cut. And again, I can tear this if I needed to. And now I have kind of 2 flaps. And this is the important part. So I'm going to now pull these 2 apart, kind of going now to 3D, and moving my hands to the top, I'm going to crease these other 2 that came up. There we go, a little tighter, and you have kind of what looks like this. Set it at a table, it's freestanding, And now I'm just going to close it up to become my sketchbook. There we go. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 pages. And one of the things too is that the great thing about this is I have 8 pages, but I can actually have 16 if I needed to. I'm going to take you back to the original one. This is the one that I did with a cover. The one thing about this is I do have the 8 pages that I can create, but I can also then open the whole entire thing up, flip it over. I don't need to do any cutting, but all I have to do is reverse it, and I have 8 more pages. And that's how you create an 8-page or 16-page sketchbook out of one sheet of paper. Thanks for joining us today, and hope you can like us on Facebook and on Instagram, and go to our website at www.skyart.org. Thanks for joining us.